Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you a life changer. If you check my video about what things you should buy this past Black Friday, you know that I talked about Sonarworks. And well, if you didn't check the video, you can also check it even if Black Friday passed, because this way you have some ideas about what things you could buy to make music. And well, today I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about Sonarworks, a true life changer. So I want to tell you what it is, what it does, how to set it up, how to use it, if it's needed, if it's not needed, and so on. But before going to the topic of this video, I want to remember you that my new sample pack is out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to my YouTube channel and you're gonna see that I've released a new sample pack, and I have a video explaining everything, showing everything of the sample pack. It also have two FOPs, a progressive house and a big room house FOP, so you can just download it and check it and use it as learn purpose. And with that being said, don't forget to leave a like, and let's start with this. And what Sonarworks? Just to say it quick, Sonarworks is a plugin that is gonna help you hear a flat frequency response. You know that when you're making music inside the DLW, the frequency response is flat, but when it comes to your ears, it's not flat because of different things. For example, if you're using headphones, the headphones are colored, and they don't sound the same as other headphones. They have some boost and reductions that is gonna affect the sound, and you're not gonna hear exactly a flat frequency response. When we use speakers, this is a bit more complex, but more or less it's the same. And the thing is that when it goes to the speakers, those speakers are colored also. These speakers don't sound the same as other KRK, and those sound the same as a Yamaha, a Genelec, and so on. They also have some boost and reductions, and the thing is that when it goes to the ears, it's not only the direct sound from the speakers, you have some reflections in your room. So when the sound goes out from the speakers, they go to your ears, but they also go to the side walls, they go to the ceiling, to the front wall, to the back wall, to the floor, and all of these sounds that go to the walls reflect and go to your ears. But those reflections are colored, they have some boost. For example, they boost the low end, they boost the highs, they boost the mid, they have some reductions, and then all those colored reflections goes to your ear, and this happens in a fraction of a second. So what you hear is a combination of the direct sound plus all the reflections of your room. So basically what happens is the same as with headphones. You're not gonna hear exactly a flat frequency response, you're gonna have some boosts and some reductions. That's why even if you use Sonarworks, I recommend you to have a bit of acoustic treatment, especially for the reverb, because Sonarworks is gonna have to have a flat frequency response, but if you have reverb, it's gonna be a bit annoying to work. You're gonna hear everything more than one time, because of the reverb. And even if the frequency response is flat, that's gonna be a bit annoying. So I also recommend you to spend a bit of time and a bit of money to treat your room. And for example, as you can see here, I have some panels, some acoustic panels that I created myself. And this way I treat a bit the room and it sounds a bit more dry. So well, if you're using headphones, it's super easy. You just download the plugin, you put the preset of your headphones. They have a lot of presets. If your headphones are not there, just ask them and they probably add those headphones, and then just enable the plugin, and instantly you're gonna hear a difference and you're gonna hear exactly what you're making. But what happens if you're using speakers? You're gonna just put a preset of, in this case, the Rocket 5, because they're gonna sound different in other places. If I take these speakers to another room of my house, they're gonna sound different because of the acoustics of the room. So what you need in this case is a measurement microphone like this one. Of course, this microphone is not to record vocals or something like this. This is a really precise microphone that goes from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, so basically what you can hear. And you're gonna need this to record exactly what you're hearing in your sweet spot, the place where you're making music. This way Sonarworks is gonna know exactly what frequencies are boosting, what frequencies are reducing, and this way it can apply an inverse EQ to make it flat. So for example, if you have a 3 dB boost on 100 Hz, Sonarworks is gonna apply a 3 dB reduction in 100 Hz. But if in 101 Hz it has a 2.9 dB of boost, Sonarworks is gonna apply a 2.9 dB reduction on 101 Hz. So this way you have exactly the inverted frequency response, and this way you have a flat frequency response. So let me show you what you need to do with this microphone to get exactly the frequency response of your sweet spot, and this way be able to make it flat with Sonarworks. So when you download Sonarworks, you're gonna install two plugins. One is the Sonarworks itself, the one that is gonna apply the inverse EQ and is gonna make it sound flat. And another one is a measurement program that is gonna help to do all of these things. So first thing is gonna tell you just to follow some steps to make sure that everything is enabled, and then it's gonna ask for the ID of your microphone. You can use another measurement microphone that is not the Sonarworks, but well, I just decided to go for this one because it's their microphone, it's their plugin, so I think it's gonna work better. And as you can see here, also the microphones has a bit of color. Not all the microphones are exactly flat. It's not possible. But Sonarworks knows exactly what's the color of this microphone and takes care about that when it's gonna apply the corrections and so. After that, you have to choose basically the audio driver and what's the speakers you're gonna use and so. And here is where I had some problems. But it's not a problem of Sonarworks. Sonarworks needs an ACO driver to work. work, it needs to find it to be able to work. And I don't have any problems in FL Studio because FL Studio has the FL Studio ACO driver, so I can use it there and there's not a problem. The issue comes when I'm trying to use Sonarworks outside the DAW because I don't have the FL Studio enabled. And the thing is that the audio interface I used to have doesn't have a specific ACO driver, and that's why I decided to get this one, the Focusrite, because Focusrite has a specific ACO driver. So this way I'm gonna be able to use Sonarworks outside the DAW. I'm gonna be able to use Sonarworks on SoundCloud and YouTube, on Spotify, to check the songs you send me for feedback and so on. So that's why I decided to get this one. If you want a review about this audio interface and why you need the audio interface and so on, just leave it down below in the comments and I will make a video about that. But as I said, it's not a problem of Sonarworks, actually it's a problem of my audio interface, but just trying at the end I was able to do it. And as you can see, it has a play button to test it, and it's gonna play just something like left speaker, right speaker, so this way you know that everything is correct and you can continue to make the test. And after that, basically it's telling you what you're gonna do, and it's giving you some tips, and the tips are just that you need to put the measurement microphone at ear level, always pointing to the center of the two speakers, basically at the center of your screen, and just follow the steps of the test. So the first thing you're gonna do is check that the microphone is loud enough, so you just need to put the volume in between those two lines, and if not, just increase a bit the volume of the microphone, and this way you're gonna be good to go. After that, what you're gonna do is tell Sonarworks the distance between the two speakers, and this is just magic, you know. What you need to do is put the microphone at 1 or 2 centimeters from your speaker, first on the left one, then on the right one. And if you have a speaker with a tweeter, a mid-woofer and a subwoofer, just put it on the mid-woofer. But if you have a normal or basic studio speaker like this one that only has the tweeter and the subwoofer, just put it 1-2 centimeters from the subwoofer. Just wait there a little bit, it's gonna play something weird, and then just go to the right one when it tells you and just do it. As you can see, it told me that the distance is 103 centimeters, but it's not, it's 106, so you can correct that. But my advice here is that if the difference is too big, you know, for example, if it would say like the distance of my speaker is 70 centimeters, I would make this test again, you know. I prefer to let Sonarworks do the things and know the things by itself than just correcting by myself. After that, what you're gonna do is just tell Sonarworks where is your sweet spot, you know, where you're listening music, and the thing should be that the sweet spot should be at the same distance from the left speaker than the right speaker, but also this distance should be the same from the two speakers, so you need to create a triangle with the same size on every side. But as you can see here, that's not my case. I cannot really solve this problem because of the things on my room, you know, because of the desktop and a lot of other things. But well, that's another topic, and as you can see, Sonarworks knows exactly what's the distance. After that, you're good to go to actually the real test, and here is like a game. What you need to do is always have the measurement microphone at ear level, as I said, always pointing the microphone to the middle of the two speakers, or to the center of the screen basically. And after that, in a radar, it's gonna tell you where you need to go with the microphone, and just wait there a little bit. You have to do this more or less 40 times, and what it's gonna do is in every spot, it's gonna play a sine wave from 20 to 20,000 hertz. So this way it knows exactly at that spot how it sounds, and well, it also knows how it should sound. And this way creates an average, you know, and knows exactly on your sweet spot what you're hearing and more or less around you how it's sounding, you know. And after that, the test is done. It creates a graph, and as you can see in my graph, the left and the right speaker are not exactly the same, but that's not because of the speakers. This is because of my room, you know, because the side wall is closer than the right wall, but they cannot solve this problem. But as you can see, the frequency response is not even close to flat. I have like 8 dBs of boost on 100 hertz, 200 hertz. I have a bit of reductions in the mids. I have a bit of boost in the highs. So now what you have to do is just save this preset, go to Sonarworks and choose your preset, and just enable the Sonarworks. So as you can see, it applies an inverted EQ and makes it sound flat. Of course, it doesn't get to 20 hertz, but because of the speakers, my speakers only gets to, I think it's 45 hertz or 40 hertz. So of course, if they cannot go lower, the microphone cannot record lower. And now, is it worth it? In my opinion, this is really worth it. I've been testing Sonarworks for more or less 1 month, and now I work a lot faster. Of course, if you don't have Sonarworks, or even if you have it, my advice is always to have a reference song, because if in your room, for example, as I had before, you have an 8 dB boost on the lows, if you don't have a reference song, maybe you think you have too much lows, so you reduce. But if you play a reference song, that reference song is also gonna have this 8 dB boost on the lows. So this way, you're just gonna try to match that reference song, and your song is gonna sound good. But the thing is that if you use Sonarworks, you don't have to reference that much. You don't hear any boost or reduction. So this way, you can work a lot faster. So in my opinion, yes, this is really worth it. You can just have the trial version and try it by yourself, and if you don't like it, just don't buy it. In the headphones, it's so easy. Just download it and you use the trial version. If you want it, just keep it. If you don't want it, just don't buy it. And the problem on the speaker version is that you need the microphone. So what you can do is just get the microphone microphone, and if you don't like it, just bring back the microphone and you have your money back, and you didn't spend money on this. But I'm sure that if you try it, you're gonna want it and you're gonna keep it because it's what he did. And well, I would love to show you the difference, but of course, as you're not here, you're not gonna be able to check exactly the difference of what is doing Sonarworks. Because for example, if I recorded with this microphone, you know, the microphone is not flat, so you're gonna hear a difference, but not exactly what's the difference. If I record it with my phone, it's gonna happen the same. You're gonna hear a difference, but not exactly what it's doing. So well, guys, this is it. I hope you like this tutorial. Leave me down below in the comments what are your thoughts about Sonarworks. If you tried it, if you didn't try it, if you want to try it, if you order it, you know, whatever. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you miss any tutorial, and guys, see you in the next video.